how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I am playing with the new Bella Beauty Bar Pastel Garden Palette. They sent this to me recently, and I'm super excited to dive into this. I'm very much feeling the pastel vibe right now, as it is spring. That's super original, right? But this is a beautiful pastel palette, and I'm gonna be creating 2 looks for you today. I'll show you close-ups, give you swatches, all that good stuff. And I'm really excited to continue playing with this. I do plan on doing an additional look over on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, so just stay tuned for that. That'll be coming at some point. I think this palette just launched yesterday as I'm filming this, so it's already launched by the time this video will go up. And if it's still in stock, hopefully it's still in stock, you can use my affiliate code BATTYBEAN to save on their site, and I appreciate it so much if you use my code. But without further ado, let's just hop in, actually open the palette, dive in, check it out, do some swatches, and then we will get into the looks. So here she is in all of her glory. She is beautiful. We have 36 shades in here, which I do tend to not prefer a giant palette, but I feel like I can make an exception for this because there are so many undertones, which makes me really happy. I do feel like maybe this still could have been a smidge smaller, but I do like how much variety you get. You get so many different shades, and it warms my pastel loving soul. There are so many beautiful shifty shimmers as well, but the mattes are definitely where this palette is the most prominent. There are so many good colors, and I'm so excited to show you the looks I created. I tried really hard to use a good variety of shades. Obviously, I haven't used all 36 yet in just 2 looks, but I did try to use a bunch of shades. And again, I'm really excited to continue using this palette. So yeah, this is what the palette looks like. Let's just dive into the looks now, and I will give you my thoughts so far on the palette at the end of the video. Hi friends, how's it going? We're gonna do look number 1 with this palette. I think I wanna do something kind of greenish, bluish, pinkish, purpley-ish. I think that's what I'm feeling today. So I'm going to prime with my Sigma eyeshadow base to start with. I think also with this look, I want to keep it focused on just like my lid. I don't really want to go on my lower lash line today. I want just a very, I don't know, lid focused look. I'm going to start with Lady's Mantle. I'm going to use this 210 brush from Unearthly Cosmetics, and I'm just going to kind of start stamping this in the outer half of the eye. That's a cute color. Love that. But I'm gonna start stamping it kind of in this outer half of my eye. I'm not really blending just yet. I'm kind of just building up this color. And I want it to kind of start angling upwards a tad bit, just towards like my brow a little bit, but I am going to use another shade to blend this out, so I'm not like too concerned. Moving on, I want to blend that shade out. Oh, which shade do I want to use? I think I want to use Cornflower. I think that'll be cute. I love that baby blue kind of vibe. This is just an old SL Miss Glam brush from a BoxyCharm 5,000 years ago. And again, not really focusing on the lower lash line or the front part of my lid. I'm just going to start blending out the edge of that like tealy shade and just kind of get a good blend of both of those colors together just as it stretches out. Look how pretty that is. I love that. These mattes are really good. I think I saw that they announced that they improved their matte formula, but I can tell like such a difference between like the Strange and Unusual, for instance, which don't get me wrong, I love that palette, but I feel like the shimmers are more where that palette shines rather than the matte. So I'm really impressed with this. That's gorgeous. I barely had to work at that at all. I'm like obsessed with the way those 2 colors look together. Like I would be happy just having this all over the lid. Like that is so pretty. But we're gonna continue on just a little bit more. I wanna use the shade Iris. I think it's gorgeous. I'm gonna use this Sigma E24 for this. And I'm gonna kind of focus it more so in the crease. If it goes on my lid a bit, that's fine, but I am gonna be putting shimmer here on the lid soon. So I mostly just want it to be in the crease, and I want it to kind of flow into where that baby blue kind of starts a little bit. These are flowing together like perfection. I know I've only just started using this palette for the first time, but dare I say, this could become the ultimate pastel palette. Wow, it's really, really pretty. I truly just can't get over how easy that's all flowing together. Like I'm barely having to work at all. And then just to blend that purple out a little bit, I want to add a little bit of pink to the mix. I'm thinking Bleeding Heart would be cute, so let's do that. This is just a Colourpop E22. I just wanted kind of a smaller blending brush, but something still pretty fluffy. And I just want it to be a nice flow of purple into pink. I'm keeping this pink more so focused just here in the front. I don't want this to stretch out and go towards the blue at all. I want this very specifically placed right here. I love this. I love this so much. I love pastels. I feel like I go through phases where I don't really touch pastels too often, but then when I do, I'm so happy. That's gorgeous. I just feel like it looks like a unicorn landed on my eyeballs and I love it. Moving on to shimmer, gonna start with my very used NYX glitter primer. Gonna grab some of that on this Game Beauty E02 brush. I'm just gonna tippy tap this, mostly focused in the front, but I'll let it kind of feather out as I get towards the outer corner. I'm not doing anything cut creasy today. I just want a cute little sprinkle of shimmer fading towards the outer corner. I think the one that I want to use for this is Pansy right there. I feel like that one has a good balance of purple, but also a little bit of a green flip, so I think it'll flow really well on the lid. So I'm gonna grab some of that shimmer with that same brush, and I'm just doing very light taps, like I'm barely touching my eye, because I do want it to just be more so of a sprinkle of it. Heavier focus in the front, and then as I have less product on the brush, I'll kind of lightly tippy tappy it out towards the rest of my lid. Ooh, that is cute. Gonna layer just like maybe one more coat of that. I love that shimmer. That's so sparkly on the lid. And then once I'm pretty satisfied with how it's built up, I'll just grab my brush that I used with that very first shade and just lightly smudge just so it all flows nicely. That is so super cute. I love it. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use this Astrontia shade. I use that as my face highlight as well, and it's so pretty. And I feel like that'll just make a super cute inner corner also. Ooh, I love that pink shift. It's so pretty. I can't get over just how smooth all these mattes look on my lid. They're like so pretty. I have a lot of good pastels in my collection, as you'll see soon in an upcoming video. I feel like sometimes pastels, you do run the risk of them looking kind of chalky, but these are so smooth and I love. They're like not dusty crusty at all. I'm so happy with this, and I'm happy with the lower lash line being blank. I think that's pretty cute. And then I'll just have like my little mascara moments, and I'll probably just throw like a pale eye pencil in my waterline. I'll do something on my lips, and then I'll be back when I'm complete. Here is the first look completed. I love how this came out. I think it looks just so whimsical and I'm all about it. I love the way these colors blended together, and I'm gonna be very content wearing this for the rest of the day. In my waterline, I ended up using the Fluffie Pencil from Colourpop. Just a nice pale pink to kind of accentuate that pink a little bit more. Obviously, I just went with mascara today. I wasn't feeling lashes. And then on my lips, I used the Worthy pencil from Rare Beauty with the Glint Gloss from Unearthly Cosmetics over top, just to play with a little of that purple a little bit more. And then as far as my accessories, this necklace is Ana Luisa, and then my plugs that I've been wearing are Love Kills Boutique. So yeah, I hope you like this look. Let's move on to look number 2. Hello, let's move into look number 2. I want to do kind of a two-toned look with yellow being kind of the focal point. So I want it to be kind of like pink, orange, yellow, yellow, green, blue with purple smudged on the lower lash line on both, because the purple and pink will smudge nicely and then the blue and purple will smudge nicely. That's kind of what I'm going for today. So I'm gonna prime with my Sigma eyeshadow base as per usual, blend it out, yada, yada, yada. So we're gonna start with my pink half. I wanna start with the shade Hydrangea. I have 2 identical dual-ended Sigma brushes, E38 blender, E54 shader. So I'm just gonna take one of them and I'm gonna grab Hydrangea on the shader side. And I'm just gonna start kind of packing it in this outer corner. It's such a cute color. And I'm just gonna kind of slowly build this up. I'm gonna use a lighter pink to blend this out, but I do want a good amount of this. It's not dark, obviously, but darker of the pastels kind of focused out here. To blend that out, I wanna use this Creeping Phlox shade. I'm just gonna use the blendy side of that same Sigma brush, and I'm just gonna focus that along the edge of that pink. Honestly, I don't even really have to use a blending shade when it's pastels, but there's a lot of shades in here. I wanna use as many as I can, you know what I mean? Super cute. For my blue side, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pack Bluebell and then I'm going to blend it out, I think with Larkspur is what I wanna blend it out with. So packing Bluebell on, using that other Sigma brush. Oh, it's such a cute shade of blue. It's so pretty. I feel like lavender and baby blue I'm really attracted to right now. I don't know what it is. And then grabbing that lighter blue, just to start fanning that out a bit. For the inner part of my pink and orange eye, I want to use Ballerina Tulip. For the inner parts of my crease, I have two identical Alter Ego number 6 brushes. So I'm gonna grab Ballerina Tulip, and I just want to swirl this all in the front of my eye, letting it blend into that pink. It's a really pretty shade. I really like this pinky orange combo. I really like pink and orange together. I think it's so fun. And then for my green eye, I want to use this green over here. I might mix a little bit of the Gladiola shade, but I'm going to start with just this. I'm just worried this one might be a little light compared to the orange on the other eye, and I want them to have roughly the same level of depth, even though they're obviously opposite colors. Actually, I think this one will probably work pretty nice as long as I build it up. And I like the way that fades into the blue. I think that's really pretty. And I'm leaving obviously the front parts of my lid a little bit more blank. I'm gonna grab a shimmer to be on my lid here in a moment, but not yet. So for the lower lash line on both, I'm gonna use Iris and blend it out with lavender. So taking Iris on this Blend Bunny B4 brush, I'm gonna start it in the outer corner, and I'm just gonna start smudging this right against that lower lash line. I'm gonna dip in a few times just to, obviously again, it's not dark because we're playing with pastels today, but just to get a good saturation going on. And I'm only focusing this in the outer part of my eye. I don't want this going all the way across. Doing the same on the other side so that they are balanced. And then using this Blend Bunny B5 brush, that's what I'm gonna blend it out with a little bit of the shade Lavender. Just smudging right against that edge. Again, I probably don't need this shade to blend it out. Like, it would have been fine just using Iris by itself, but I want to use as many shades as I can. Getting kind of a mixture of the two blues that I use just to have a nice mixture in this outer corner and start fluffing it out more. And then same with my little pink combo, doing the same thing, just so it all flows together nicely from purple to pink. I love that addition of the purple on the lower lash. I think that's so fun. For my inner corner, I'm gonna start with Archangel. I'm just gonna use this Game Beauty E04 brush. I really wanted just a pop of bright matte yellow in the inner corner before I go in with shimmer on the lid. I just thought it would flow really nice. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. And the yellow is such a good midpoint for both of these eyes. I love how it flows with the orange and with the green. It's so pretty. So now for my lid, I'm gonna start with my NYX Glitter Primer. Just gonna use my finger today because I took my nails off, so I have fingers to use again. Just gonna tippy tap that on the mostly front part of the lid, but fading into the outer corner as well. And then I want to play with that yellow a little bit more, so I'm going to use Japanese Rose, that yellow. Also, what I used as my face highlight today, I used just a really small amount though because I didn't want the yellow cast to be too much, but I did like the sparkle and shine and thought it would all fit together nicely. So that's what I'm going for today. And I think this will be nice all across the lid. I think it'll flow really well. And I think having the same shimmer on both lids will give some continuity to the look. Sometimes with shifty shadows like this, when I do two different ones on two different eyes, it can just give such a different effect in a way where it doesn't look balanced anymore. So I figure in this two-tone looks case, I would make the two-tone more focused on the mattes rather than the shimmers. That is gorgeous. I'm excited to see it on this eye now. I feel like that plays so well on both eyes. I think that is so much fun. I think it's so cute. Okay, well, this is pretty much the look. I'm just going to finish up a little bit, throw on my mascara, an eye pencil, something on my lips, and finish getting ready, and I'll be back. Here is the second look completed. I did, as you can see, add a little flick of like a white little graphic liner moment just because I felt like I needed a little bit more to this look just to enhance it even more. And I feel like it made such a difference. I feel like it made those colors pop even more, and it added even more like cohesiveness to both eyes, and I just love it. I use the 24/7 liquid liner pen from Urban Decay for that. For my waterline, of course, I went with yellow. I used the lemon pencil from Odin's Eye. And then on my lips, I have the Worthy pencil from Rare Beauty with one of the new Rare Beauty lip oils on top. This one's Hope. I love this so far. It's my first time wearing one, and it's so just smooth and comfy. It feels like a treatment on my lips, and it has kind of this cooling effect. It's not like minty plumping. It's just like cold and lovely. Like if you've ever tried the glossy lip stains from Colourpop, this is a very similar texture, and I love this. I'm so excited to wear the other shades. They sent me all of them and I'm so excited about it. Also, my accessory details, this choker, I don't know where it's from. These are the same Love Kills Boutique plugs as look number 1, and these little earrings are from Spooky Doodle Club. So yeah, without further ado, let's just zoom out and I will give you my thoughts on the palette so far. Thank you so much for watching my video playing with the Pastel Garden palette. I had a lot of fun playing with this over the last 2 days. I think these looks were so cute. I'd love to know which look is your favorite. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I feel like maybe this one, but I really liked look number 1 as well. I can't decide. They're both lovely. I'd love to know what you're thinking about this palette so far. So far, I'm really, really impressed. Like I mentioned in look number 1, I do feel like their mattes have been stepped up drastically. And again, I didn't dislike their mattes before, but they were just like fine for me. Now I think they're pretty brilliant. I was really impressed with the blendability on all of these. And even though they're pastels, I feel like they have good pigmentation for them being pastels, if that makes sense. And of course, these shimmers are lovely. They are shifty, sparkly, magical. I can't stop looking at my lids. Overall, I'm really pleased with this so far. And again, even though I haven't used all the shades yet, I feel like I'm pretty certain that I'm in love with this palette and I do want to keep using it. Again, another look will be coming soon to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and I'm super looking forward to it. I would love to know what you're thinking though. Did you pick this palette up? Do you want to pick this palette up? Are you into pastels? Let's chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you just leave some pastel colored emojis? I feel like that makes the most sense. And if you're not already, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days over here. And I recently introduced channel memberships to my channel. If you want to, you can join. You get a cute little bat badge by your name, you get emojis, and you'll get access to a members only exclusive Get Ready With Me once a month, which I will be asking very soon on my members only community tab for what products you want to see me use from my collection in that video. So now's the time to join. Also, you can follow me on all my socials. I am BATTYBEAN on everything, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I appreciate you so much for being here and watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. I'd love to know what you're thinking about. I almost dropped the whole palette. That would have been really sad. I feel like every time I do a two-toned pastel rainbow look, I'm always so happy. Like it's definitely a look I default to like probably once or twice a year, and it's just so cheerful and fun, and it makes me happy.